this very emotional journey that we've had through the Philippines.
So sweet, thank you. I have to tell you that all these emotions came from deep from my heart, and it is something that affects me a lot.
See the sun looking down from below. Hear the call rising up, setting fire to my soul. We don't know where we are, but it don't matter in the wild. Here we go, making moves, ready or not.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is our last day in Siargao today, and today we've had a pretty slow day, I would like to say. We got up this morning. We were supposed to do an island hopping tour today, but we were so incredibly exhausted that we had to just cancel it. We went to the spot to pick, got some work done. After that, I drove to Dapa to organize everything for our Ro-Ro trip to Siargao tomorrow morning. And then we had some very delicious ceviche at Loose Keys here in Siargao. And today is just a take it very slow day. And right now we came back to Diwa, our beautiful accommodation for this week. Very sad to leave tomorrow. And we're just gonna relax for a little bit. We bought some fresh pan de coco on the way here as a little snack, a little treat. Look at these beautiful little baked pastries here. Gonna lay down on the bed, relax for a little bit, catch our breath. Later on this evening we're gonna film a food video at a very delicious looking barbecue spot.
How many people live back there?
Yeah.
So many scooters pass by.
No scooters ever pass by besides when we need to start vlogging here.
But guys, something that we missed telling you was that we hit 250k subscribers yesterday in the evening, so we're really happy about that achievement. We didn't really celebrate that much because we were supposed to wake up early.
And that being said, if you're one of those people, one of those 60% that watch our vlogs every day but isn't subscribed, please log into your YouTube account on your mobile phone or in your browser, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification. That is the #1 way you can support us here on this channel. Hello. And before you guys get run over by a scooter, let's go inside.
So 250,000 subscribers is quite a huge milestone for us, so maybe we should do a little throwback. What do you think about that?
That sounds good.
Maybe a little throwback to the very beginnings, maybe a little throwback to our first time in the Philippines.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys haven't seen the old videos, so maybe we'll give you a little taste of that and you can just scroll all the way back to see how we started.
Orders of the marinara seafood tagliolini. Yeah, thank you. We came to one of the old but gold places that we've always come to since the very first time we came to Siargao, which is La Carinderia. And talking about the very first time of us coming to Siargao and the Philippines, it kind of brings me into the segue of this very emotional journey that we've had through the Philippines since coming here the very first time. We came here to the Philippines 2 years ago for the first time. I think you said it was July 2017. Wow, time flies.
Yeah.
But we came here looking for a vacation destination and finding a home. And I think at the very first time we came to the Philippines, we were kind of shocked by all the smiling faces and how everybody was so friendly, because we just weren't used to it. We were kind of like in awe of it. Our first destination we traveled to was obviously Manila. It was a short stopover, and then we flew on to Coron, and that's in Coron is actually where we filmed our very first vlog in the Philippines.
Yeah.
It was us trying lechon kawali for the very first time. Maybe just a few scenes of that right now. Good thing I'm very hungry.
Yeah.
So here we have lechon, which is I think, a very traditional Philippine dish,
I think so.
which I definitely will like because it's pork and it's crispy.
Reminds me a lot of a very, very crunchy version of Schweinsbraten.
This is my first time trying Filipino food. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it sounds so crunchy and it smells really good. I think seeing all the smiling faces was one of the first impressions that we had of the Philippines, and I immediately felt good because I woke up and I smiled automatically because everybody else was smiling, so that was a really nice first experience.
Skip forward to the next day. I think you just heard Nelly reviewing the vlog for this evening's upload. Yesterday we stopped vlogging because we were just tired and we wanted to relax, but to continue the story from yesterday. So the first time we came, we were pretty surprised with the whole situation. The second time we came, we actually knew already a little bit what we could expect or what we should expect in the Philippines, but we're blown away by a few new amazing destinations like this one here, Siargao, like Boracay, and slowly but surely we started to get familiarized with Manila. That point, that fact, getting familiarized with Manila, and more specifically Makati, was one of the key moments in our lives in the past few years, because little did we know, a few months later.
Taco and pork taco.
Yes, thank you.
Pork and chicken.
Nice, thank you. A few months later, we would decide to change our life completely and move to Manila. By the way, right now we're at another cool little Mexican place, having some tacos.
And beef taco.
Nice, thank you. And we ordered a few tacos to fuel up on tacolicious energy. So after the second time we came to the Philippines, we started to fall in love more and more with the culture, the food, the people, just the countryside, the mountains, the beaches, like everything. It just became so familiar. And we were traveling through the Philippines as two lonesome rangers until on one amazing trip to Boracay, we, by coincidence, got brought together with George and Lucy from the Juicy vlog. You guys told us to meet them, their viewers told them to meet us. So guys, we saw a few comments on our channel. You were commenting that we're supposed to meet with two vloggers that are called the Juicy vlog. Oh, we did meet up with them.
Cheers, guys.
Actually, this next month we're going to be traveling with them through the Philippines, so that is going to be really awesome and
so
fun
excited.
to travel with fellow content creators. It's the best. It's the best.
Also, it's a first. We're driving in the Philippines.
Yes, check this out. I got my,
Look at this whip.
I got my swagger on in here. The big journey of making a Juicy on the road was actually born, and we started traveling through the Philippines together, and then in a very short time period we hit 100k on our channel, which was pretty amazing, and again a very emotional moment.
So sweet, thank you.
So then after we had hit 100k, we did another road trip through the Philippines. We realized on a trip back to Bali that Bali could not be our home, and we realized more and more that the Philippines has to become our home. And it was actually here on this island, here in Siargao, that we actually decided we want to move to the Philippines, and we started putting things into motion that we actually could move here. And it didn't take long till we found our beautiful new home in Manila.
This is the living room. Look at this.
And to us it's just so crazy that in such a short time period, you know, it was such a long journey to get to 100k on our channel, and then it just took like a split second. It felt like a split second that we just kind of jumped from 100k to 250. It's still mind-blowing to have that, to think of that number, just to have that in your head. It's like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And now we're here, happy and excited for things to come in the next few months and years. And another thing that's also mind-blowing to me is just the progress that we made from a filmmaking perspective. thinking that we went from this. And I can't wait for the next stack. This small little Italian town is epic. Let's check it out. We just popped into a cute little Italian place. All the way to this. In a very short time period, and I'm kind of proud of that.
I'm proud of you too. Så långa tid. So if you guys watch the vlogs where basically Nelly went super emotional and sometimes cried, I have to tell you that all these emotions came from deep from my heart, and it is something that affects me a lot, and I felt for many years not at home, just because I was torn apart between like the country that I was born in and the country that I grew up in, and for me being on a plane was more or less home because I felt free, and then we came to the Philippines and we got accepted straight away. We were part of the family of so many people, and it's just an amazing feeling to be part of this big family that we have here. I'm leaving my sunglasses on because you don't want to see me crying again. I just wanted to say thank you for making us feel at home, and cheers to many years in the Philippines and lots of new adventures, and yeah, I can't wait to see where this journey goes.
That concludes our trip to Siargao. Actually, we're going to skip ahead from Siargao directly to Davao City because there's going to be a lot of rain and there's not going to be many opportunities to film, but we'll be back to Mindanao very soon. We'll be back to Siargao very soon. I hope you enjoyed this little recap of what happened in our life over the past few months and the progress that we've had in this huge emotional journey through the Philippines for us. If you're new around here, subscribe. If you're not new around here and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, turn on the notifications. It's the #1 way to support us here on the channel.
Subscribe!
We'll continue this long journey in our lives here in the Philippines with you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Remember to stay awesome.
Be positive.
And make it happen.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Other world's our playground. We're the kids forever young, running free, oh come on, and we'll stay forever young. See the magic